Since it's been about a week or so since Ramattra released and I have caved to Blizzard's paywall system just to play him cause why not, I wanted to ask you, is Ramattra good or bad? The question isn't if he is good or bad in terms of fun factor. He is fun, he makes the game feel more arcadey. His kit doesn't feel overly powerful but not underpowered either. But when it comes to his eventual release into a ranked environment, I think that is where his weakness will be seen. Someone like Orisa or Reinhardt will instantly be more useful in a team fight with more mobility, and damage mitigation will always be on his weaker side as the cooldown on his shield is long in the base form. His AoE ability to slow and pull flying units down is weaker than it should be as fair as widely picked because 1, it can't reach her because of the range, and 2, Ramattra's projectile attack makes it harder to beam her down before a mercy can save her. His normal attack isn't as weak when it comes to dueling, but when it comes to trying to take down a shield, for example Sigma in the gameplay above, it feels like it doesn't do anything but tickle it. Specifically what I noticed is Mei is a great counter to Ramattra. Being slow as is, her slow makes it nearly impossible to move around and reorganize with your team. Her wall feels like it won't go down if it's only you working on breaking it. And this is what I think the pitfall of Ramattra is. When it comes to a coordinated team that can better focus objectives and supports and DPS, Ramattra won't be able to cope with it. It feels like he relies on too much from other heroes for the majority of the game. There's almost no way to peel for a support compared to an Orisa or Sigma because unlike them, your only CC is your AoE, which doesn't slow for as much as you would think compared to Orisa throwing a spear at Mach Jesus to stun someone or Sigma literally tossing a boulder at them. Even someone like Zarya or Junker Queen without much CC at all have better ways of getting your supports cleared, like with a Zarya bubble or Junker Queen with her blade pull ability. Even a literal hamster has better ways of peeling by rolling into them going as fast as his little body can take. What really makes a tank good in this meta is someone who is oppressive. Someone who can just walk around without really having to care what they put in their way to stop them. Think about the newly buffed Doomfist who can rocket himself anywhere while he fists your teammates. Reinhardt who can shoot giant blades of fire and then charge you into a wall and then slam his hammer to stun your whole team. That's what makes a tank really shine in this meta, and that's why we see Junker Queen and Doomfist getting buffed. Why we see Roadhog and Orisa being played so much while Zarya and Hammond don't do as well. It just feels like from a team perspective, there is always a hero that does something better than him, whether it be poke, shield, damage, and that Ramattra is a jack of all trades, master of none, which hinders him from being meta. Does that mean that you can't win games with him? No, you can still win games, but as you reach higher and higher, it won't feel that way because his kit just has too many adversities when matched up against a more focused team. Whether it be diving the back line and you being powerless to stop it or coordinating how to stop your ult, there's very few things Ramattra can do to shift the game into his favor when things go awry. He needs a taller vortex that can actually reach flying enemies. You need to score headshots for his primary fire to be strong, so good luck with always getting headshots. His shield has high HP, but it takes 4 seconds for it to disappear, making it basically useless, which in turn makes you as a tank feel useless. In a sense, Ramattra feels like a weak hybrid of Sigma and his poking playstyle, and then Reinhardt and his in-your-face brawling playstyle when he is transformed. The fact that both of his forms are underpowered is just a sign that he won't be seeing much ranked viability, as he is plain and simple underwhelming and tame. For what his position requires, for him to be in your face and hard to deal with, providing aid to his team in damage, utility, and mitigation, but instead he is stuck in this perpetual state of weakness where any and every tank feels out of his class, as if he doesn't belong in the role itself. I want to know what you think, and how should Blizzard adapt Ramattra to make him better all around for casual and ranked players. Thanks for watching, GGEZ.